until established, cleared ILS 34 right, American 1332.
Standing 190, United 1029.
9 for 7,500, 1137.
Sure, 24, 817, half descent 13.
Foxtrot, turn at Centennial, expect to RNAV 17 left, and altimeter 2997.
37.
1,000, so it's 5134.
4230.
Denver United 599 out of flight level 273 on the logger, landing north of Zulu.
75.
0.3.
353, good day.
First Scout 5438, level 205, descending via the ski landing north of Zulu.
34 right, the altimeter is 2997.
Denver approach, expect the ILS 34 right.
20, descending via the ski 3. We just started picking up some light turbulence out of 22.
35 right now, 1137.
Maintain 210 knots or greater.
210 better, so it's 5134.
250, United 1259.
50 down to 13,000, 24 8.
Thank you, ILS the 34 right, the altimeter is 2997. Right, maintain 7,500 until established, cleared ILS 35 right approach, 1137.
Southwest 3599, turn right heading 330, join the localizer.
330 heading to join the localizer, Southwest 3599.
Tower 35-3, United 1029.
Skyway 5134, flight of 320, intercept the 34 right localizer. Traffic 12 o'clock at 3 miles northbound, Boeing 737, level at 10,000.
Alright, we're looking for them, heading 325 to join 34 right, so that's 5134.
3720.
Maintain 9,000.
1448.
Southwest 3599 is 4 miles from Dory, cross Dory 9000, cleared ILS 35 right approach.
Dory at above 9,000, clear for the ILS 35 right, Southwest 3599.
Flight level 230, and I'll get you back to EOS, reference the arrival.
After left at 10.
Oh, got you. All right, we'll cross it at 9,000, Southwest 3599.
Thank you, sir.
We have Zulu.
South 404 to approach, expect runway 34 right.
34 right, 744.
15,000.
0 knots or greater until Frondger number 1. Contact tower on 133.3. Have a nice day.
You too, 170 greater than France, so long, United 1137.
And then descend and maintain 13,000 from 1466.
United 1259 or zero, then descend and maintain 13,000.
Speed 210, then descend and maintain 13,000, yeah, 1259.
30 to join final now, and maintain 10,000 until established. Cleared ILS on a 34 right approach.
Heading 330 now, join and maintain 10,000 until established, cleared ILS 34 right, so that's 5134.
Skyway 5709, fly heading of 020, intercept the 34 right localizer, descend and maintain 10,000, 10,000.
Alright, 340 heading to join the 34 right localizer, down to 10,000, KOS 5709.
Skyway 5709, maybe I misspoke. Fly heading of 020 to join final, heading 020 to join.
No, I misheard. 020 heading to join, thanks. KOS 5709.
Thank you. American 1332, contact tower 135.3.
35-3, American 1332.
United 2397, clear direct EON. Thank you. United 2408, 3 miles from Voodoo, present heading to join, maintain 10,000 until established, cleared ILS on a 34 right approach. Reduce speed to 210 if you're not already.
210 now, 10,000 established, present heading cleared ILS 34 right, United 24 right.
ILS 6438, contact for 25.75.
2575, Sky with 6438, yeah.
Jet 5633, 233, descending via the flatty with Zulu.
Sky 5633, Denver approach, expect runway 35 right.
35 right.
12000.
Heading 060 down to 12000, Sky 5438.
Southwest 1434, we're descending through 21 via the T-bar Zulu.
Get the climb contact Denver Center 133.905. Have a nice day.
Plus 1434, Denver approach ILS 348, the altimeter is 29907. 6, contact for 25.75.
For less until France, contact tower on 133.3.
Descending 13,210 knots to Zulu.
Southwest 1466, Denver approach, landing at 060, vector to final, we're going to maintain 13000.
Heading 060, descend to maintain 13,000 at 1466.
United 240, reduce to the 190.
190, United 248.
Skywest 5134, maintain 170 knots or greater until Ford, contact tower 135.3.
170 or better to Quart, and then tower, good night, or good afternoon, Sky 5134.
Morning, Denver, United 1259, 16-4, descending 13,000 with 210 signed.
United 1259, Denver approach, thank you.
Jet 219.
Center, this is United 1515, checking on my flight level 241, descending via the next 3, landing to the north.
1515, Denver approach 4 right, the Denver altimeter is 29907 and Zulu current.
All right, ILS 34 right, we'll pick up information Zulu, United 1515.
The ceiling's just broken in the last arrival. Like I said, wasn't able to really get the build until about a 4-mile final.
5 right.
The localizer 35 right, United 1448.
Jet 219, center maintain 14,000.
30. 5 Papa Bravo, just going to maintain 10,000.
Skywest 5709, maintain 170 knots until Ford.
170 until Court, Skywest 5709.
Southwest 1466, landing at 030, intercept the 34 right localizer.
Heading 030, intercept the 34 right localizer, Southwest 1466.
Rejoin Mike, come up heading 330. Air 5 Papa Bravo, sliding 180.
1448.
Southwest 1466, we're going to maintain 10,000.
To maintain 1010,000 at 1466.
United 1259, fly heading of 050, vector to final, we're going to maintain 13,000.
050 down to 13,000, United 1259.
Plus 1434, we're descending through 16 via the T-bar.
Southwest 1434, Denver approach, expect the ILS 34 right.
We'll expect that. Thanks.
United 2408, contact tower 135.3.
3, 24.
Max 93721, Navy.
Denver approach, United 267, 27.5, descending via the L, and we have the Zulu.
Yes, 267 to approach, runway 35 right.
35 right, any chance we do the RMP Zulu today?
Maintaining another 1,000, speed 210, and heading 180.
Maximus 3721, heavy Denver approach, descend to maintain 9,000.
Descend maintain another 9,000, Max 93721, Navy.
0, maintain 9,000, tell establish on the localizer, cleared ILS 134 right approach.
020 to join, maintain 9,000 till established, cleared ILS 34 right, Sky 5438.
Southwest 1466, turn left heading 020. You are 5 miles from Boo. Maintain 10,000, 10,000 till established. Cleared ILS 34 right approach.
Heading 020, 10,000 till established, cleared ILS 34 right.
Southwest 1434, turn left heading 040, back to the final. They're going to maintain 13,000.
04013,000 Southwest 1434. At 1433, 24-7. We're on the Class 4 with Zulu.
1433 to approach, good morning, altimeter 2997.
997, what runway? You're not at 1433.
1433, let's go with an ILS to 35 right. Scott 5654, connect approach 125.75.
2575, Scott 6654.
PH 599, reduce speed to 250, then resume published speeds.
Speed, 599.
Star 6654, Denver, driver flight target heading vector for the sequence. Just going to maintain 13,000.
Present heading 13,000, sequence, Scott 664. Southwest 404 is out of 14,000, descending on the flat I-3, requesting the RNAV Zulu for 34 right.
Denver arrival estimation Alpha current.
Auger slowing to 250, then published, landing north.
50 ILS with a 34 right and expect about a 15-mile left base.
Okay, looks like the ILS with a 50-mile base. Southwest 404, we'll go.
Skywards 5438, maintain 170 knots or greater until chord. Contact tower 135.3.
170 or better to chord over to tower, Scott 5438, good day.
Okay.
881, kind of Denver Center 125.9er.
Hold down.
Tax line 3721, heavy speed is at your discretion if we didn't give that to you.
Okay, thank you.
United 1259, 5 miles from Bengal, present heading to correction, fly heading 020 to join final, maintain 10,000, 10,000 till established, cleared ILS on a 34 right approach.
020 to join, 10,000 till established, cleared the ILS 34 right, United 1259.
1434, flighting of 020, intercept the 34 right localizer.
020, intercept 34 right, localizer southwest 1434.
3 landing north with Alpha.
Scott 6264 to approach Zulu. Touching at altimeter 2997, ILS 34 right.
34 right, Sky 6264.
2312 there, no departure, thank you, radar contact.
Southwest 1434, then the discretion to speed to 190, then descend to maintain 10,000.
190, then 10,000 southwest 1434.
Southwest 404, reduce speed to 190.
190 speed, Southwest 404.
Skywards 5654, descend and maintain 10,000, 10,000.
10,000, Sky 6664, running speed.
Southwest 1434, 5 miles from Bengal, heading 020 to join, maintain 10,000 till established, cleared ILS on a 34 right approach.
10,000 till established, clear for the ILS 34 right, southwest 1434.
Southwest 1466, reduce speed to 170 knots until chord, let the tower know you're slowing, contact tower 135.3.
Go to 170 chord, searching tower, Southwest 1466.
Skyward 5654, turn left heading 020, intercept the 34 right localizer.
020, join the 34 right localizer, Sky 6664.
Southwest 404, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000, Southwest 404.
0, leaving 9,000, proceed director Rick.
Connected to PilotEdge. Just waiting for the weather to load, which just did. Get the clouds looking like they should. Get this, get a little bit rolling here. Get out my TBM performance calculator here. All right. All right, Idaho Falls. I'm doing this on my phone app real fast. How much fuel does SimBrief say I need? Block fuel, 1,000 pounds. So get our trusty calculator. 1,000 divided by 6.5 is 154. So we'll just say 150, 75. Seems a little excessive, but it's all right. That looks fine. All right. What's the temperature? It's minus 11. So we're going to use the ground power unit. Let's close this door and get some heat going.
Aural warning, okay.
TAWS system test, okay.
Put on revisionary screens. That way we have the engine parameters on this display in case we have power loss, because we'll lose this, but we won't lose this as a run off the battery. We'll do number 6, pulse light on. People know we're going to be kicking on the engine here. Aux boost pump on. Fuel's on the right, fuel cutoff, all that's good. Forgot. Is it 4? Mixture. 5 is starter. So bottom left. Okay. So starter, 2 seconds. Introduce fuel. 25 NG and 30, 53 and 60. Low idle. Do inert separator. Oil pressure is good. Main gen. Standby gen. Main gen. Fuel. And we need bleed, pressure, and environment. Turn off the pulse light. Hey, Joan, 7 Mankey. Saw you on DCS the other day. What were you bombing? Russians? Yeah. No, I wasn't. I wasn't doing that. I was playing, I'd like to, but I don't know. I just didn't want to stream any type of like real world stuff. So I was just playing 2 of the campaigns that I bought, which is Raven 1, and I bought a new one, which was the second mission I flew, the night mission. That was the first time I flew that one. The first one, I'm like trying to work on my radar skills with the air-to-air. It's not easy with the track while scan stuff. But yeah, they've had a lot of updates on the Hornet, so it works really well these days. I'm enjoying it. Have you been flying your Hornet at all? I know it was a bit much when you first got it, but as you fly it, things start to click and make sense. It's overwhelming at first, though, I know. I couldn't imagine buying the Hornet now with no experience, because when I bought it, very little systems were implemented. It was kind of like a Carinardo aircraft. So it's like the very first thing is like they had like Mavericks and they had like rockets. Like that was it when I first got it. So over years, I learned as they implemented new systems and new weapon systems into the Hornet. So it made it much easier for me to, very slowly incorporate these systems for the Hornet. But yeah, if I were to buy that thing right now and try to like learn everything, I would feel overwhelmed. But that's why I was saying before, if you're ever interested in flying with us, I would just set you up with like weapons that you feel comfortable with. So it's like, you wouldn't be forced to use a weapon that you haven't even experimented with yet. Speaking of which, I'll be live streaming to subs only. But if I can't remember if you're, wait, are you a sub? Should say no, you're not a sub yet. I don't know how I could give you a sub. Anyway, but I'll be uploading it to my YouTube channel afterward. I just do subs only for when I'm live streaming the group. That way I don't, have a whole bunch of people come in and expect me to chat, because I'm not going to chat. But the next group flight is this Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Be mindful that the time changes. But you can watch live, or I'll update it, or I'll upload it to YouTube shortly thereafter. So you'll be able to see the replay, and you'll be able to see what the group flying is like. You've been slacking in DCS, very hard to transition from GA to military. Yeah, I feel you. Especially that Hornet, man. It's one of the more easier airplanes to fly. Like, it's simple to fly, but the systems in it are kind of a learning curve for sure. But yeah, I'll be live streaming that Sunday. And then again, if you're not a sub, I'll upload it to YouTube so you'll be able to see it. It's a lot of fun. I fly with 6 guys once a month, and it's always the same 6. Sometimes we get 7, depending on one of the guys shows up or not. All right. We're going to do flight plan. And we are going to KW. Yellowstone. And what is ATIS at this place? Or AWAS, rather. Elevation 4738. One 3532.
Idaho Falls Regal Information Romeo. 1800 Zulu weather. Wind 230 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 32,500 few. Temperature -9. Dew point -19. Altimeter 3015. Arriving runways 0235. Departing runways 2017.
Alright, and CTAF for Idaho Falls is 18.5 to 18.5. And Salt Lake Center is 128.35. And the Idaho Falls VOR is 1385. That will give us a DME when we get in the air. Transponder, altitude. Okay. And let me see here. What am I doing? WYS. $6644. That's right on the money for landing altitude. I hope X-Plane 12 updates the G1000 avionics to the NXI suite. Is that, I remember seeing that NXI suite. I thought that was specifically a Microsoft Flight Simulator add-on. I know the what is it, Reality XP has the GTN 750. And I know that, is it Real Sim Gear? I think they have, no, that's just hardware. So is there a payware G1000 for X-Plane 11? I don't use a G1000 except for, I guess, the TBM and the Epic. That's the only two times I ever. Well, no, I guess I use it in the Kodiak too, which I'll be using here in a little bit. We're going up to 15.5. Arm heading. Vertical Full speed, we'll just do 16. MSFS has the G1000 NXI for free. Oh. But there's no G1000 add-on for X-Plane 11? Or are you just hoping that the MSFS add-on people make one for X-Plane 12, if I'm understanding you correctly? It's on the marketplace for free and it's really good for free. Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah, you and I were talking about the you know what? I did download that. Matter of fact, I remember specifically doing that now for the Cessna 172 in MSFS. You were the one that told me to use that updated G1000 for the Cessna. So yeah, that's where I remember that from. Yeah, it is definitely an improvement. But I know they released a new GTN 750 that's a payware. I think you and I were discussing that the other day as well. But I'm not getting that because there's just too much wrong with Microsoft Flight Sim in my opinion to spend any money on it right now. And it's like all the airplanes are broken right now. Every single one I bought is broken because every time Microsoft Flight Sim updates, they break stuff. And then the developers, they're not even involved in the forums anymore. So it's like, I know PMDG is going to be releasing their 737 and I refuse to buy it because they are not like I want to. And if they start helping people with the DC-6 again, then I might consider buying their 737, which is probably going to be close to $80. Maybe not that much. They have a bigger clientele on that platform. But I'm just tired of these developers not taking care of their customers. Like my Arrow is totally jacked up. The comm is jacked up. Comm 2 can't monitor at all. And I filed a ticket, and they acknowledged it, and they said, yeah, there's no update coming in the near future, so we'll pass it on for maybe a future update. To what? That's stupid to me. So you're not going to fix a pretty big deal like your comm panel not working. I mean, come on. It's a $30-something airplane and you're not going to fix the comms? So I just have it's not only Microsoft Flight Sim that's being trollish to me, it's the actual developers that are not taking care of the airplanes that, they're out there trying to sell these things and they're very active on the forums. And then once they put them out, they just stop coming around. And then there's some developers for X-Plane that will immediately put out an update if you file a legitimate bug. So I don't know. I have been and always will be 100% X-Plane. MSFS is it's nice when it works, but hasn't been working for me lately. Let's see what the temperature is in here now. It's a good temp. All right. $30.19. Altitude is 4744. That's right on the money there. And Idaho Falls 18.5, which we got set. Do taxi light. MSFS needs a Toto. True story. True story. Alright, the winds are out of the south, so we're going to do 20. So we're going to taxi up here via Alpha. Turn off our brake. Choctaw. Not going that way. I decided to stream today to do this. I've been waiting for the weather to be clear in this area. Today's the first time in a while it hasn't been overcast at Yellowstone. It's a big old plane for Idaho Falls. Feather test. There's that Felix A320 that they're going to be putting out for Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm just so afraid to spend any type of money on that sim because every time the sim updates, it breaks every single add-on and like all the stuff that you need to, you know, like all the mods that so many people use. They all break. So it's just like that sim looks amazing, but it's like, God. And it's like every time I try to fly the CRJ on VATSIM, I just get so much static on the comms. It's because my processor is working so freaking hard, it just makes everything choppy. Alright, let's do strobe lights. Pitot heat. Stall warning. Cast messages are normal. I'm going to rotate about 95. Idaho Falls traffic, TBM 139 taking off runway 21 for right downwind departure, Idaho Falls traffic. Just gonna wait for video reviews. Yeah, me too, except I think if I were going to eventually buy either the Felix or the PMDG, that I would wait until like they'll release the plane, and then I want to wait until the next Microsoft Flight Sim update, not World Update, but the actual Sim update, and see how bad it breaks it. And then I want to see the response from the developers, because it's just like, immediately they'll fix it, but a couple months down the line, they just, they're on to their next project, to their next dollar. So they don't really care that much about the dollars that they've already sold. They just want to get more money because they're not making money off of airplanes that are already been released because, you know, fixing airplanes and fixing bugs, they don't make any money. And Microsoft is notorious for causing bugs. So it's just like I haven't bought any scenery. I think I've bought 3 planes, and that was when it pretty much first came out. And I was like, this looks great. So I just kind of bought everything. But I don't know, I'm just getting tired of the constant bugs with that. And then you get airplanes like the Cessna 310 that I fly. That developer, he is an amazing developer. You report anything wrong with that plane, he'll have it fixed within 2 weeks, guaranteed. He just put out another update like maybe a week or so ago. It's just an amazing. What is the name of that, guys? It was a digital replica Cessna 310 Lima, and he's added a whole bunch of VR functionality. Now, I don't do VR right now, but anyone that does, that would be a perfect airplane for VR right now. He's made a lot of VR stuff for it. Only reason I have that on the brain is because I flew it last night for FS Economy, and I'm gonna probably fly it again this weekend. Alright, we are on our way to Yellowstone. Like the TV show. Let's do enter. And we'll do nav. Do 120 knots in the climb. Go ahead and open up the inert separator. We'll switch to Salt Lake Center. And I'm getting Idaho Falls. We are north of it, 3 miles now. So we'll request flight following. Whoops. Gotta pay attention to that. My bad. Alright, turn off those lights. Put on our headset here. That way we can hear our ATC buddies. And I am 5 miles. Afternoon, Salt Lake Center, November 1399er, type TBM900, slant cough, VFR. 5 miles north of Idaho Falls, VFR, passing 10,100. Request flight following to West Yellowstone, Whiskey Yankee Sierra. Intended cruise 15,500.
1399er, Salt Lake City Center, squawk 0702.
0702 1399er. 0702.
Number 1399er, radar contact 5 miles north of the Idaho Falls Airport. Correction. At Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls, altimeter 3019er, say again, altitude leaving.
Leaving 11,300 and 3019er 1399.
That's right.
All right, now we got our flight following, so we don't have to worry about where is it? The traffic map. Although I don't think it's working anyway. I think PilotEdge is not doing TCAS for some of the GA stuff. All right, so we can get a top of descent. All right. All right. So Yellowstone is 650. So 1,000-foot pattern would be 75. We'll just say 8,000. And that will give us a top of descent.
Here in Salt Lake Center, 612 Juliet Sierra, we're going to go ahead and climb to 12,500 just to get over some of these tops.
Number 2 Juliet Sierra, roger. TBM900, contact Salt Lake City Center, 133.4.
Salt Lake Center, 133.4, 1399er. 133.4. Pop that over. Salt Lake Center, TBM 1399er, passing 13,600.
TBM 1399er, Salt Lake City Center, roger.
Don't have to give a altitude going to because it's not assigned. I signed it myself, but you don't have to tell them that. You can give an altitude if you're in a busy airspace. I think they suggest that. If you're descending near like a Bravo or something. I can't remember exactly. I'm not a huge VFR fly person. I don't do a lot of it. I do enough to get by. Most of my flights are IFR with SIDS and stars. That's where I get the most enjoyment. Sync the heading bug. I used to do this flight IFR with the Saab, and it makes kind of a long flight because you have to come all the way out here. I think there's an airway, or let me see what yeah, it comes The route is there an airway? Yeah, it's T331. And T331 goes way out here, or up about here, and then over, and then down. So what I found happens is when I depart Idaho Falls, when I get to about here, he'll ask if I have weather and an approach request, and then 9 times out of 10 he'll just tell me to go direct to Yellowstone. So it's almost like, why bother even doing an IFR anymore? So now I pretty much do this flight when it's VFR conditions, and and I do flight following. That way it's the same amount of radio work, but don't have to go with the IFR rules. If I want to climb or descend, I can, which it's like there's a little bit of clouds up there. All right, we want WYS. Elevation 6650, and the winds, there's no METAR. I think there's an AWAS though. 18.1. So we got 18.1 on standby. We'll pop that over. Maybe we'll pick up AWAS as we start descending. And top of descent is in 8 minutes. It's a straight shot. And then what I'm going to do is, I learned that the plugins with this scenery don't work right if you fly into it. So I'm going to have to restart the sim, which is fine. It's only going to add like 2 minutes anyway. I have to restart the sim so I can switch to the Kodiak, and then we can land by the geyser and it will work. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work if you just fly into it. And this plane is so slow. Why am I only doing 150 miles an hour? Is my gear down? Yes, it is. Well, it teaches you I don't fly this thing that much. I'm like, why am I only doing 150 knots? Gear up. I need to check my takeoff checklist on this. Yeah, I do have a gear up on my checklist. Force a habit in my brain, I guess I had already lifted the gear. I think every airplane I have has gear that raises up and down, so. Now we go a little bit faster. So that should increase my top of descent. Yeah, 5 minutes now. It's like, I sure am going slow. Flight Sim jail for you. I probably would have noticed it earlier if I didn't have the yoke there. You know me and excuses. Gotta have one. Now we're booking it. That was my clue. Why am I going so slow? I knew there was something causing drag. I was like, the flaps are up. What's going on here? What's the temperature now? 21 degrees Celsius. Nice. About 72 degrees, I would say. So we'll play on runway 19er, I guess. Which is what I got here. This is just for situational awareness. I'm not going to fly the approach. Don't need that. Can't use that. So Yellowstone is 123. CTAF 18.1. It's already set. I guess we'll do left traffic for 19er. See if we can see the windsock at 1,000 feet. Can also use this to help situation awareness. So we got a minute to go. Do a procedure. Approach 19 R&P. Just do vectors. No minimums, and we'll just load it. That will help with getting lined up. We want 8,000, right? That's the other good thing about VFRs. You don't have to report when you're leaving an altitude.
Vertical track.
So here comes that. So we'll go to VNAV and we'll let the flight path take us down to pattern altitude. Fuel prices ain't cheap nowadays too. That drag would have cost you. Yeah, true story. And it's just going to keep going up. And you know what blew my mind was the news, about this oil prices. I don't mind paying at the pump if it helps the Ukrainians. I'll do my part. But the president said, or someone said, it's only like 3% of the oil that we get is from Russia. So how does 3% make it to where we're paying so much freaking money at the pump? Like, how does that even work? I mean, surely 3% can't be dollars. I just think these gas stations are fuel gouging, or price gouging, or whatever they call it. All right, 3009 is the altimeter. using my weather injector to help me with that. Yeah, I just don't know how not accepting Russia's oil is only 3% of our oil, and yet the gas prices are skyrocketing. Like, how does 3%, because 3% does not equal that kind of money in my math world. I mean, I don't get it. I just think people are taking advantage of that. Now, if they would have said we get 40% of our fuel from Russia, then okay, the price hike is fine. But 3%, that's like 3 cents to the dollar. So how in the hell is we paying so much? How much you paying there? It's 430 average. That sounds about what it is here. Panhandle of Florida. I mean, it's not too high. You know, like it was higher after Hurricane Michael. And there was another war that the prices went way up. So, I mean, I don't mind, but I mean, when they said 3%, you know, when they raised the price of gas, then naturally the price of freaking everything else goes up. Food and everything else. But I mean, like I said, I don't mind paying if it helps those poor Ukrainians, because they are being taken advantage of for sure. Salt Lake Center, TBM900, I have to field and cancer advisories.
Number 13909, roger. Radar service is terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. 1399, we'll see. Alright, so we're going to do transponder, VFR, 1200. Switch to Unicom. I'm still not getting AWAS, but that's okay. Turn on our lights, and inert separator will come on. Close our table. Yellowstone traffic, TBM139, entering left downwind for runway 19er, Yellowstone traffic.
Vertical track.
Alright, 180, gear traveling. Apparently there's no AWAS here, so just having to use my weather injector, which shows 180 at 6. So I don't mind doing a pattern altitude here. I think I'm going to be able to see the... Yep, it's right down the runway, so that's fine. Got a little bit too close. Cabin pressure is good. And it's got a strong updraft. Yellowstone traffic, TBM900, turning left base, runway 19er, Yellowstone traffic. Yellowstone traffic, TBM900, turning final, runway 19er, full stop, Yellowstone traffic. Y'all don't judge my landing. I don't fly this thing but once every long time.
500.
Right, flaps are full, 3 green. Yaw damper is off. Oh, jeez, every time. I cannot grease these landings. No matter how hard I try, I cannot grease them. Doesn't matter what I do, I cannot grease these landings. Such a weird flight envelope of this thing. Yellowstone traffic, TBM900, exited the runway, taxiing to park in Yellowstone traffic. Gizmo, hey buddy. How you been? Fixing to do the tour of the geyser next. Guess I'm parking the wrong way, but that's all right. All the icing is off. We'll turn off our environment. Close the inert separator. Turn off the gen, turn off the oxygen. Turn off that and that. Turn off the nav light. Close that.
Disconnected.
All right. Quick intermission, and actually I need to put the covers and such back on this. Okay, quick intermission, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom, restart the sim on the Kodiak, and then we'll run over to the geyser and watch that. So give me about 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes tops, and we'll kick it back off. BRB.
Max line 3721 heavy is 4 miles from Drum. Maintain 8,000 until established localizer cleared ILS runway 35 right approach.
No factor, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Gus, it's 344, I'm approaching runway 35 right.
35 right, city 344.
United 1259, maintain 170 knots until chord.
170 to chord, United 1259.
Skyline 654, reduce speed to 190.
190, Gus. 24-1, we have Alpha.
Yeah, 2151, I'm approach runway 34 right.
34 right.
Denver approaching at 2331 is 225, descended via the logger, ATIS Alpha.
Yeah, 2331 Denver approach, expect runway 35 right, maintain 280 knots or greater.
280 or better, we'll expect that, United 2331.
Distribution localizer 35 right, maximum 3721 heavy and overturn now.
Backline 3721 Heavy, I understood you're established on the localizer and you're clear for the ILS to 35 right.
Okay, so thank you.
Maintain 17 turn off.
170, cleared for the ILS 24 right approach, yes.
United 1259, contact tower 135.3.
1259, good day.
United 1515, flighting with 330, intercept at 34 right localizer.
330 heading, intercept 34 right, localized at 1515.
Southwest 1434, maintain 17 knots until forward.
7 chord, Southwest 1434.
The runway before you land, so we're just going to delay you just a little bit so we have enough space to make sure that you don't have to be broke out off of the approach.
Thank you very much, 599. Good luck.
Southwest 1434, let the tower know he's flowing, contact tower 135.3.
Tower South 1434, have a good day.
Thank you.
So Denver, out of 1433, out of 13,400.
United 1433 Denver approach, reduce speed now to 210 if you're not already, and at Pearl, cleared ILS from my 35 right approach.
Road 210 at Pearl, cleared to ILS 35 right approach at 1433.
0 miles from Cord, turn left heading 020, maintain at or above 8,000, double established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
020, and maintain 8,000, cleared ILS 34 right, Southwest 404.
United 1515 is 6 miles from Boo Boo, cross Boo Boo at or above 10,000, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
Boo Boo at or above 10,000, cleared for the ILS 34 right, United 1515.
4, connect for 125.75.
North of no factor, cleared back direct scanning.
2331.
599, turn right heading 190.
1,000 higher pass.
Approach code 5264 out of 15.8 on ski 3 for 34 right.
Q64 Denver approach at Teller, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
At Teller, cleared ILS 34 right, code 5264.
At 560 normal speed, if you didn't hear.
1313, as you're able, resume the published speeds.
Resume published speeds, American 1313.
United 1018, contact Denver Center 125.9.
Sky was 5633, reduce speed to 190.
Slow to 190, Sky 5633.
35.3.
170 Accord, going to tower there, good day, Southwest 404.
120.8, we'll see you.
Right heading 020, factors climb here shortly, reference arrival traffic from the northwest. Southwest 1719, contact Denver Center 133.5.
15-3, descending via the arrival, 250 knots right now.
American 1313 approach runway 35 right.
35 right, American 1313.
United 599, turn right heading 330, intercept the localizer runway 35 right.
330, localizer 35 right, United 599.
Denver Marriott, good morning. Skyline 4737, 2.8 descending via the AL3 and the Mason Alpha.
Skyline 4737, approach runway 35 right.
35 right, Skyline 4737.
Layers down, about halfway between us and the airport.
Okay, thanks.
Otherwise, it's pretty good.
All right.
That was 4723, climb and maintain 12,000, 12,000.
Approach.
Doria 9er, clear ILS 35 right, United 599.
United 675, connect approach 125.75.
2575, United 675, good day.
Scott 30. 2997.
97, copy, okay.
Maintain 190 knots.
142, descending via the flatty.
United 675, every approach up. 20.8.
267.
Aero Mexico 658, connect approach 125.75.
Yeah, RNAV Zulu?
Not at all, sorry. There's actually a Ukrainian Antonov just landed, so we're holding the runway, so I can't even get you in there.
Okay, so for 35 right north.
Good afternoon, amigo 658, leaving 8000, descending via...
Aero Mexico 658, Denver approach up.
33.
That's 5576, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Alrighty. Let's go see the Gaza. It's the only way you know for sure that it should work, I should say, is to restart the sim from scratch at Yellowstone. Otherwise, it just has issues. Fuel's fine, CG is fine. On Kodiak, so that's fine. Trying to see if I have master battery. That looks fine. Do beacon, nav. Aux BP. Where are the lights? There we go. It's kind of dark in here. Aux BP. Can barely hear it. It's on. Alrighty. Sounds are really low. Oh, I don't know why that went down. All of a sudden it's cloudy, so I'm just gonna turn off the weather, disable it, that way it'll be nice blue skies. That's flaps, so let's none. And flaps. Kodiak. Alright, what the hell? Maybe that's why is it not working? Flaps up. Let's try that. Flaps up. Flaps up a notch. And 11. Actually, that should be down. So then 12 would be up. Make that none. Okay. So the wind should be calm. I didn't bother signing on the PilotEdge for this. Sightseeing, there's really no point. I'm not going to be talking to any controllers, nor would I get flight following for a flight like this anyway. See if I can land on that stretch of road right there. FPS in a Kodiak. Some heavy scenery here. It's the hard part, is trying to figure out where to set her down. Alright. No one will be calling me Grace here. And there's cars. There's always cars. And I'm going to land on an uphill. This is going to suck. Get ready for a crash. That's why I don't fly this thing. I think this is like the only time I do fly this. Alright, where's the brake? Brake. And we'll just shut her down. Don't do. Alright. Check. $13.30 September 7th. we got all the peoples. Let's hang out with these guys right here. Make way. The guy's got no feet. None of them have feet. There we go. I use that date and time because I know exactly it takes 2 minutes for it to really start going. So we got about another 30 seconds and it will be going pretty good. So this is the link if anybody wants to buy it. He's a very good developer, scenery developer, and he's very quick in the forums to get back to you if you have questions. And he also added like roaming animals like buffalo or something like that around here. Don't remember where though. I've been sitting here a while, but you could actually like fly around and look for livestock that are like animated livestock walking around. Not as good, nothing like Microsoft Flight Sim, but still pretty good. And this is all animated steam coming out of these things. I mean, it's just an awesome scenery. It's like $25 or whatever. Yeah, $24.95. And you also get all this ortho scenery with it. All this comes with it. All these the forest, special mesh. Got this lake. So you get all this with it. Perfect VFR flying. And you can tell that these are even added the cars there. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to call it a wrap. I won't be streaming next Monday. I canceled that one. I got family coming into town on spring break. So don't expect another. That's why I streamed today. I won't be streaming again until maybe a week from today. So maybe next Friday. I think all the family leaves next Thursday. So count another stream next Friday unless I actually get some quiet time. Like maybe they'll leave the house and leave me alone or something. Y'all take care. See ya.
American 1313, descend and maintain 900,000.
1313, descend and maintain 900,000, American 1313.
United 1433, reduce speed 170 to Franz.
70 to Franz, United 1433.
Skywest 5633, reduce speed 170 to Franz.
170 to Franz, Skywest 5633.
And then 170 or greater full chord.
210 to Bengal, 170 or greater to chord, Skywest 264.
United 1515, got a clear 135.3, get it.
353, get it, United 1515.
Speed 230 and minimum altitude to 16,000.
16,000, 2344.
United 2151, connect approach 125.75.
2151, so long.
Runway 34 right approach.
Skywest 5633 is 5 miles from Dory, cross Dory 900,000, cleared ILS, runway 35 right approach.
Cross Dory at 900,000, cleared for the ILS 35 right approach, Skywest 5633.